Well, I think we all live in this country with misconceptions about government grants and the money it gives out and how, where, when, and for whom. And that's what I've been trying to do for 50 years now is show people the truth about this stuff because it's not what you think. Like so many people think, well, they're going to check my background, they're going to, have income requirements and everything. Well, listen, I mean, it doesn't do that because if you get a grant from the government, they don't care. They don't care about income requirements. They do sometimes, but most of it, I think something like 87% of all the money has no income requirements at all. Some do, and it's really for low income people, but that low income is now up to $150,000. So don't worry about having income requirements. Finding the right grant is the hard thing. And having a credit check, now that's nonsense. That would make them really stupid, wouldn't it? They're giving you money that you don't have to pay back. Why do they care what credit you have? That has nothing to do with it because they're giving it to you free. If they were, if it was a loan, then yes, you worry about getting the credit. So don't worry about those things. What you have to worry about is finding the right grants. That's what it's all about. And there's so many, there's millions of them. Okay, see what most people do, they'll go to Google, okay, and they'll put in, say grants with no credit check. Okay, I just did that here, and you'll see there's 206 million grants, 206 million websites that talk about grants without credit. What are you going to do with 600 million? What are you going to do with a million? You can't. Get out of Google because everybody there wants to get money from you. You have to rely. The people who give out grants are people from nonprofit organizations or government offices, and they have websites that end in .gov or I got hiccups. I just felt like Joe Biden here. And .gov or .org. They're the only ones. So how do you find them? Okay, first thing, I think the greatest thing now is AI. Now this is free. So if you go to chatgpt.com, and put in the free service, that's good enough. You don't have to pay $20 a month. You do it for free. And here, see, because this is like going to the library. When you go to the AI, it's like before the internet, we used to go to the library and do research. And when you went to the library and did research, you only found real information. You didn't find people selling you stuff or trying to scam you or anything like that. It was real stuff. This is what AI is like. You put in there. Here, I'll show you. And I'll put this link in the bottom, but you can go to chatgpt.com and do the same thing and create it. Show me grant money programs from government and nonprofit organizations in Pennsylvania that do not require a credit check. Bum! Every one of them. And I know most of these programs. I've been studying this 50 years. Every one of them here. They give me about 6 or 8 organizations there. There's 7. And so I say, okay, hey, show me 20 more. That's all I have to do. And then all the websites are there and everything. They show me 20 more. All of those organizations have grants there that don't have credit checks. I mean, maybe there's a screw up or something like that. But no, nothing. I mean, it's for starting businesses, for housing, for helping your neighborhood, for humanities. That means we want to do some research on something. All these things. Look at the alcohol problems, vets. Okay, then 20 more, I said. Show me 20 more from offices of nonprofit organizations in Pennsylvania that help starting or growing a business. Okay, bim, bam, thank you, ma'am. Here they are again. Ben Franklin Technology Partners. They give grants and all kinds of things for business. PA Jumpstart Grant Program. They help people start businesses with grants. Okay, PA Small Business Grants and Loans, right there. Well, that sounds like it. A Startup PHL Seed Fund. That's money for people to start a business. They don't have to pay back. Keystone Innovative Zone. See, it goes on and on. Every one of those are people that give you money, nonprofit organizations and government. Okay, so now how else do you find them? Well, a couple places I suggest is one is go to findhelp.org. And then you go there, you put in your zip code, and a place to start is like financial assistance, because this is local nonprofit organizations that help you with living expenses, whether it's for food, for housing, for goods, for transit, for healthcare, education, work, legal. Here, I put in financial assistance. 259 organizations in that one zip code for financial assistance. 259. Not 200 million. This is manageable. And they're real. 200 million, 99, 44, 100% of those programs are people want to get money from you, not give money to you. Every one of these websites give money to you. Okay, another similar one is 211.org. They basically the same thing. I like to find help here. Okay, now if it is for a business or for you want to start a nonprofit or you're a freelancer or you're an inventor, okay, you go to sba.gov/local assistance. Local assistance at sba.gov. And you'll see a map of the United States. You put in your zip code. I put mine 20009 and search nearby 25 miles from me. Okay, here they are. There's like 20 organizations that help you get money and help to start a business. Every one of them are free. Remember that, they're free. I get excited because it's true. And the other organizations are government offices that are there to help create jobs by having you start a business. So that's called eda.gov. And when you go there, you go in find grant directory of economic development directory. That's what you want. You want to know all the economic development offices in your state, and they're all listed there. And that's it. Now, the other place you want to go is your elected representative, your congressman, senator, anybody. You call them, say, hey, I need money to do this. Can you suggest anywhere in the government that has money? They'll do the research and try to help you. Some of them, they all not perfect people. And some of them are busy and probably don't give a shit anyway. So you run into that everywhere. It's like looking for a job or anything. You knock on doors and see if they help. If they don't, you go to the next one and then the next one. But this, you put in your zip code and you get them. And that, another thing, people, and I'll cover this later, another one, but your congressman can put can change a law to put money in the budget for just you. And then Ben Cardin, he's a senator in Maryland, and it's called earmarks. You hear? Earmarks. And what they do for people in the community. Now, it's really for nonprofit organizations or other community problems. So again, here, they set aside money for, like we need more cooks. So they're giving money to a nonprofit organization to help you train to be a cook and get a great job, stuff like this, or to start a business. They give it to nonprofit organizations to give money for you to start a business. They have to run it through a nonprofit. But here, there's so many programs in here that really help you, or you want a playground in your neighborhood. They could do that. For a couple $1 million, that's peanuts for them, and then you'll vote for them forever. So that's called earmarks. And to find out about those, you go to commoncause.org, put in your zip code, call the office, ask them about government programs to help you. And if they're not helpful for that, I want to know about earmarks. Earmark. How do I get an earmark? And actually on their website, they show you step by step what to do and everything. So the help is there. You just have to, just start taking advantage, man. Get on the phone. Use this thing more than the internet. The internet's not going to connect you with people. It's the people that solves your problem. And they're there to just solve your problem. But they have to know your problem. They're not going to come to your door and ask, hey, you got a problem today? We can help you. No, you got to call them. And sure, somebody's going to say no and we can't help you. You can go on to the next one. And you got millions of people to call. So start calling. And they're the people. Don't use Google. Because I've been saying this 50 years, and the best time of my life right now is helping people because so many people are getting help from our community. We have a community, what I call a loving community. Everybody loves each other, and we try to help each other through life, no matter what it is. There's thousands of people now helping each other, and the people that learned how to do this help other people that haven't learned yet. Like right now, we have members that are live on video waiting for your answer, waiting for your questions. They got the answers because they figured this out, and they share with you with that. So there's no mystery in this. The mystery is in, why haven't you used this yet? Damn it. I've been doing this for 50 years, and there's still a lot more work to do. So come on, let me try to help you too.